Welcome to Super Showdowns, the ultimate destination for epic battles and legendary showdowns. Join us as we put iconic superheroes, villains, and mythological figures against each other in a thrilling matches of SDR and GTH strategy and skill. The stars above Apocalypse burn crimson as the cosmos trembled with impending chaos. The air crackled with raw energy. The scent of ozone thickened as warships floated like ominous sentinels above the surface. The fiery pits of the hellish world roared, belching volcanic fumes into the obsidian sky. Amidst this infernal wasteland stood Doomsday, the living engine of destruction. His crimson eyes burned with unholy fury, his slate-gray flesh adorned with jagged, bone-like protrusions. Doomsday had been reborn countless times, surviving destruction after destruction, each resurrection making him stronger, deadlier, and more impervious to the forces that sought to end him. He had slaughtered gods, crushed civilizations, and now stood as the ultimate weapon of ruin. Above him, the cosmos rippled unnaturally, as if space itself recoiled from what was coming. A silver streak cut through the darkness at unfathomable speed, trailing energy that shimmered like liquid starlight. The presence that descended was no mere traveler. He was a herald of the cosmic abyss, a being forged in the service of Galactus himself. The Silver Surfer had arrived. His body gleamed like a polished mirror, reflecting the fires of Apocalypse in an ethereal glow. His cosmic board hovered beneath his feet, seamlessly attuned to his very essence. Nor and Rad had traveled across the universe, witnessing the rise and fall of empires, bearing the weight of knowledge few could comprehend. But even he had rarely encountered something so fundamentally unstoppable as Doomsday. Surfer did not come seeking battle. Not at first. He had come because Galactus had foreseen a great cosmic imbalance. Doomsday was an entity that should not exist. A creature beyond reason, a horror that only escalated in destruction without end. Galactus, ever the predator of worlds, had deemed Doomsday an anomaly, a disturbance in the grand order. Yet Doomsday was no being of words. He sensed only the presence of a new enemy. The ground trembled beneath his feet as he snarled, each breath exhaling steam like a dragon about to unleash its fury. Doomsday's instincts were simple: destroy whatever stood before him. His monstrous form tensed, the muscle fibers beneath his nearly indestructible hide coiling like steel cables. Silver Surfer extended a hand, his voice smooth yet powerful. This world is already doomed. There is no need for further destruction. Doomsday responded with a roar that beast words, crossing the distance between them in an instant, his spiked fist tearing through the air like a meteor. The Surfer barely had time to react, twisting his body with inhuman grace. The very wind pressure from Doomsday's strike shattered the floating rock formation behind him. Silver Surfer countered. A burst of cosmic energy erupted from his palm, hitting Doomsday square in the chest. A normal being would have been vaporized, erased from existence in a single moment. But Doomsday merely stumbled, his flesh already hardening against the energy's effects. He barely even acknowledged the pain. Silver Surfer's mind raced. This creature was unlike anything he had faced. Its energy signature was chaos, pure and undiluted, a living calamity with no logic, no restraint. Doomsday roared again, this time faster, more aggressive. The Surfer soared into the sky, barely avoiding a strike that obliterated the ground beneath them.
Hey you, don't just watch, subscribe please.
Sending debris into orbit. Doomsday leaped, clearing miles in a single bound, his fists swinging wildly. Silver Surfer unleashed a cosmic storm, bombarding the monster with energies that could obliterate planets. Doomsday took it all head-on. His body cracked and burned, but already was adapting, healing, overcoming. Each attack was making him more resistant, turning him into something even more invincible. Surfer frowned. He had fought the likes of Thanos, had witnessed the wrath of Galactus himself. But Doomsday did not fight with tactics, did not battle with ego or ambition. He was destruction incarnate, unthinking, unyielding, and he was getting stronger. For the first time in centuries, the Silver Surfer felt something close to dread. Doomsday roared once more, shaking the very stars. and leapt toward his silver-clad foe with murder in his eyes. Space trembled under the sheer force of their battle. Doomsday hurtled through the void, a hulking mass of destruction, his jagged form silhouetted against the distant light of a dying sun. His bony fists, hardened from countless battles, crackled with sheer kinetic force as he closed the gap between them. Silver Surfer streaked through the cosmos like a shooting star, weaving through asteroid fields with effortless grace. His board, an extension of his very being, moved at speeds beyond mortal comprehension. But Doomsday was fast, too fast. The monster's massive fist tore through an asteroid, sending molten fragments flying in all directions as he lunged. Surfer barely had time to react. He twisted his body, narrowly dodging the attack, but Doomsday clawed at the space before him, catching Surfer's leg. A terrible shockwave followed. Silver Surfer was slammed into an asteroid, his silver skin cracking upon impact. A crater the size of a city formed around him as Doomsday landed, his feet crushing the cosmic rock beneath him. The beast roared, the sound vacuum of space unable to contain the sheer violence of his presence. But Surfer did not fall so easily. Before Doomsday could strike again, a surge of the power cosmic exploded from Silver Surfer's hands. A concentrated pulse of light and energy slammed into Doomsday's chest, sending him crashing to the asteroid and into the abyss of space. The monster floated for mere seconds before he adapted. His bone plating darkened, absorbing the cosmic radiation instead of burning from it. His red eyes gleamed with new intelligence. Silver Surfer's heart sank. He's growing stronger. I cannot fight him like this. A battle among the stars. Doomsday launched himself forward again, his fist cocked back with enough force to shatter a moon. Silver Surfer countered, summoning a blazing lance of raw cosmic energy, slashing it through the void. The blade met Doomsday's strike. Boom! A shockwave ripped through space, distorting light itself. Stars flickered in the wake of their impact. Doomsday's knuckles bled molten fury, but he felt no pain. He swung again, and again. Each time, the Surfer countered, first with his board, then with his cosmic constructs. But Doomsday was learning. The monster caught the next attack with a bone-crushing grip, snapping the energy construct in half. With a growl, he slammed both fists into the Surfer's chest, sending him spiraling into a nearby planetoid. The impact shattered mountains, sending tidal waves of dust and molten rock into the void. Silver Surfer groaned, pushing himself in the rubble, his silver skin cracked and bruised. Doomsday descended from the sky like a meteor, aiming to finish him. Not this time. In a desperate move, Silver Surfer dove forward, meeting Doomsday midair. At the last moment, he twisted, letting the beast graze past him. As he did, he sent a devastating pulse of gravity manipulation, sending Doomsday hurtling straight into the planet's molten core. The ground beneath him exploded in volcanic eruptions, red-hot magma spewing into space. The world itself quaked from the sheer power of their battle. For a moment, there was silence. Then the ground erupted. Doomsday leapt back into space, his body burning but unyielding, his red eyes locked on his enemy. Silver Surfer clenched his fists. The final gambit. This had to end. Silver Surfer summoned every ounce of the power cosmic within him. His body glowed brighter than a collapsing star, his silver skin almost blinding in its intensity. He was no longer holding back. Doomsday lunged, and the universe itself screamed. Silver Surfer unleashed a black hole blast, an attack so powerful that space-time itself began to warp. The attack was not merely an explosion. It was a cosmic erasure, a force that unmade existence itself. Doomsday roared, thrashing, his body resisting, adapting, fighting against the inevitable. But this time, there was nothing to evolve against. His bones cracked, his flesh unraveled, his roar faded into silence. And then, Doomsday was no more. No body, no remains, only emptiness where an unstoppable force had once stood. The aftermath. Silver Surfer hovered in space, his body dimming, his energy drained from the ultimate attack. He had won, but even as he gazed into the silent void, he knew Doomsday had defied death before, and if he ever returned, Silver Surfer would be waiting